Welcome to Date Night with the Lunas. We are trying something new today, so please bear with us. Okay, and don't forget the overlays.
Overlays too.
Yes.
So here.
Yep. And
that one.
There. Okay.
There we go.
Yay!
Oh, that's pretty.
Thanks. Thanks for everyone bearing with us for these first couple of minutes there. We're going to talk about how our week went.
I was going to say thank you for bearing with us the first couple of episodes because we had technical issues and had to switch some stuff, and we have fixed all that shit.
Yes, we are totally everywhere there. Oh, okay, so a little bit, it's like kind of like the overlays. Got rid of Date Night with the Lunas. Still working in progress.
But everything's still working much better.
So we would just like to say we'd like to thank our sponsors, Tom's Trip. Your award-winning and leader in adult lifestyle, travel to Hedo, desire, temptations, cruises, conventions, and so much more. Go into our bit link, Tom's Trip. We have it, and also on our website at sexpositiveme.com, because we will be in Hedo October 7th through the 14th. Their bi-week events there, having a great
You almost made
time.
it sound like bye events. They shouldn't be
Bye.
That commercial just gets me. I don't know. I can't. I was never a boy band, even though I lived in Orlando, the center of boy band world.
You were never a boy band. You were too much in the heavy metal, hard rock kind of deal. It's like
yes, but I had friends that used to work with like Joey Fatone at Universal and shit like that. So I was in the center of it. I just had no interest in boy bands.
Now you have interest in boys.
No, I don't. Well, men, not boys, and women. I like all that.
Puppy. I know that. Okay.
So I'm here tying rope because we did a rope class,
yes.
And I have a box of rope that has been messed, and I'm trying to organize it.
Yes, because we did teach a class last week at Fairvilla, so that's our next sponsor. So it's like we kind of jumped. Right now we're focusing on bi events, and also because we haven't even announced what classes we're going to be teaching.
No,
and we'll be coaching. So
and there will be rope.
Yes. There will be rope.
Whether it's, I want to do a class, but I definitely supposedly want to do rope on the beach.
Right, rope on the beach. We're going to do that. We're going to have a BDSM fetish night for sure on Thursday night. I think that is, or was it Friday? One of the nights we're doing a BDSM fetish. So we'll be doing like dungeon play, floggers. I think that's where our luggage expense is going to be, because we're going to a clothing optional resort that technically we don't need that many clothes, but we're going to be taking 4 suitcases with us that we have to take our toys with us. And that's what's going to kill us, because it's the weight on the toys, because our floggers are pretty heavy. That's the one, like, I'm like.
But even when we go to swinger events, slutty clothes there's not a lot of it, except for the shoes.
The shoes. And the bondage.
Slutty shoes.
Yeah.
Weighs as much as an entire week's worth of slutty clothing.
Yeah.
So we have a small suitcase, all the clothes. Bigger suitcase for the shoes.
Right.
Bigger suitcase for the kinky
yeah.
for the kinky shit.
The kinky shit, yeah. That's the whole thing. Because that's where we're going. Because I was like reading, a couple of our friends went to Paradise Lake this weekend, and that's what they were doing. They were talking about how many suitcases they are taking because of the accessories and the toys and things like that. And I think that's where a majority of our fundage goes to, is the what do you call it? The toys.
Oh, definitely.
And the shoes. It's like, but I need to buy new shoes there.
That's another one. Do you have a sex toy budget? Does it take that much out of your life? Oh, come on. We have a YouTube video about going through our sex house, and people have refused to enter our house because they're afraid of the amount of kinky shit we have.
Yes. I am like, have a whole bunch of vanilla friends in another group that I'm in, and another chat group, and they're terrified. They even came up to me and they're like, we're still terrified of your house, Angelique. We're not coming into your house. I'm like, what the hell? Our house is not that bad. So if you go into our YouTube channel, under Fairvilla University videos on the playlist, you'll see, our sex dolls.
Oh,
and
yes.
yeah, we have all sorts of kinky shit, and I think someone was like, they were scared of the garage because we have an O-ring in there and that's our rigger. Someone actually thought that they could fit through that ring, and I'm like, no, that's to hold things up.
That's not a hula hoop. It's like that big.
Yeah, it's that big, and it's like, and the person is a plus. I'm like, no, you're not going in there. We could have the sex swing. We could do suspension. We could do to hold your arms up for flogging.
I do want to add something.
What?
Okay, we do work in obviously the sex industry, and we do get a lot of toys for review. So no, I'm not Daddy Warbucks. Mm-hmm. If I was spending that much on sex toys, I would be broke and probably Famine.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm like, my popcorn just disappeared. It just.
I was just curious where the popcorn would have gone.
It ran away that way. Oh, there it is. I'll get it later. Anyways, so with all our different sex toys and things like that, and I mean, we have all types of toys. We have vibrating ones, non-vibrating ones. We got cock rings. We got rope. We got floggers. All the fun stuff there.
My favorites, though, are the custom-made one-offs, which include the floggers. We had some. We didn't actually get them custom-made, but we have that special anal hook.
Right.
The one with the connectors.
Right. But we have our favorite vendor who custom makes a lot of our floggers, things like that. Love them to, God, what is their name now? I can't remember. It's like Holo?
Not Halo.
Halo. It's spelled like Halo, but it's Holo. It's like something like that. Anyways, the guy, wonderful work, but accident prone. Like, so if he tells us delivery will be 3 weeks, we always budget another 3 to 4 weeks because of accidents.
Then we also tip a little bit more just for medical fees. However, his latest batch that I saw, which was at least over a year ago, we haven't, we just started traveling again. He took TIE fighters and Star Destroyers and put them, not in amber, what do you call that? Resin, and made them into the handles of the floggers. So you can geek out and beat someone at the same time.
Oh yeah, and it's like consensually. So in a couple of weeks, we'll be going to FedCon, which he's always there. He's always vending. So yeah, we'll take video and things like that. So keep up. I did create a TikTok, what do you call it, account for Date Night with the Lunas, because the other account got banned. Damn you, TikTok. So we couldn't say Sex Positive Me because that's our brand, as you're following us here. So now we have a TikTok of Date Night with the Lunas. So I'm trying to like upload videos. Right now I only have like two videos there. And so if you want to go and follow us, that way we can start doing live TikToks, because on TikTok we have to have like 1,000 people to follow us. So that way. But that brings us another topic that we're actually watching other swingers do like their TikTok live. And it was interesting conversation, what they were having, and also like the comments people were doing, because they almost had like, a couple hundred people, and we're talking like 600, 700, 800. It got up to almost close to 900 live viewers. But yet, like, we were reading the comments, and that's why we're very grateful and respectful for our STC members, our Facebook members, and our YouTube that are very, nice and positive in everything that they say,
as opposed to the TikTok
bitch
trolls fest that were calling them, I saw, unholy, diseased, you must have been abused. Man, they ripped them apart.
Oh, big time. It was just like, but it's like, they're nice. They're talking about what's going on.
We're not forcing a lifestyle on anyone.
Yes,
we're just
informing.
Not.
We're yeah, we never recruit, we educate. That's what we do here. We like to educate people on, the different types of lifestyles. And we're always trying to be very positive on everything. And we'll also say, look, if we don't know the answers, we'll give you resources and reference you. We always try to build a community. We always try to make sure that we are giving you the best information possible, you
And
know,
have fun doing it.
and have fun and be safe and consensual. And, you know, that's why we go above and beyond to a lot of stuff. And it's not like we're trying to be greedy and saying, hey, you know, just listen to us. We can do this. And I'm like,
There was a lot of negative comments from the hosts, the people we were watching,
Yeah.
at other people, and we just thought it's just not necessary.
yeah.
If anything, we know other podcasters and we support each other. We go on each other's shows. They do stuff I don't do. I do a lot of stuff that no one does. And we talk about it. We have fun with each other. And they just don't be negative. We get enough shit out there from the Holy Rollers and all this other shit. Support each other, whatever it is. And you know what? Fuck. If swinging's not your thing and you're in poly, have fun with it. If fetishes are your thing, whatever fetish you're in, and you're not poly or open, whatever it is you're into, just do it and then don't down each other. But
As long as it's consensual, you negotiate, you check in with each other, you know. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people kind of misunderstand about these different relationships, open, you know, dynamics and things like that, is that the communication aspects of like checking in. Hey, is this okay? Are you okay? The way we're going, the way we're having our relationship, such as, you know, dating certain people, being in certain lifestyles, because it's like there's a variety of different options. We prefer to call ourselves relationship anarchists. And what relationship anarchist means, we don't have a label, we don't define ourselves, just because we do you know, dip our toes into everything. We're BDSM, we're fetish, we're swinging, we're polyamory, we're open relationship. I think that covers the top 5 at the moment. You know.
Yes, we
You
do a
know.
lot and we enjoy it. And
Mhm.
this is not a weekend thing for us. This is our life.
This
We
is
love doing it.
yeah, this is our lifestyle, period. And that's what people need to understand, because, you know, it's like there's some people that will go and just say, hey, this is we're weekend warriors, or, you know,
Which is cool.
and that's fine. You know, on the weekends we're just swingers, and Monday through Friday we're normal or
Typical.
typical.
I don't use the word normal anymore.
No, it's like the definition of normal in this lifestyle, or any of the lifestyles, is kind of like, nah.
Even if you're going with vanilla,
Mm-hmm.
that freaking, what someone thinks is normal, I'm like, oh no, that's not. Whatever.
Right. And then also, like,
that.
you know, monogamous. It's like you can be in a lifestyle and still be monogamous, you know, because yes, like in BDSM,
No, you can be monogamous.
you can be
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought I heard a knot in there.
No, I said can be monogamous.
Absolutely, you can
Yes,
be.
you can be monogamous. It's like, or you could be like, one partner could be whoring around like crazy and the other partner's like, nah, I'm just like, I'm here, you know, this is me. And it's like, but, you know, like currently, let's see, I have 2 sugar daddies that I see maybe every other month if I'm lucky, or every like once a quarter. Then I have 1 playmate that I've had for 20 some odd years, and I see him maybe once or twice a year, just because he's a butthead. And then they have Drew that I see maybe definitely once a quarter now. Before it was like once a year, but now he's like once a quarter. But that's basically my playmates. That's it. You, on the other hand,
Okay. Me, on the other hand,
you have a variety.
I have friends. I have friends with benefits, but the truth is, a while we tried poly. I know my relationship, I couldn't devote the time needed. That kind of burned out, which was cool. I mean, still talking to her on occasion, and hope she's doing great and well. It's never any bad feelings there.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that it wasn't until I got into poly that I realized how much of a time commitment it was and how busy of a person we are, or I am. I shouldn't speak for you on that one. But that's why I've kept it to friends with benefits. And sometimes it works out great. And sometimes I meet someone, I'm like, we're going to go ahead and meet again very soon. And it's 3 years until I see them again. So it is what it is, and I've learned to go with it.
Right, and it's like a lot of it, but we do also check in, like we like,
With each other.
hey, like with each other. It's like, how are you doing? How are you feeling about this relationship? How's it going? How's your relationship going with so and so and so and so? It's like we do that, and we also say, hey, do we go together and play? I mean, technically, even as swingers, it's like we do same room play. We'll do separate.
Yeah.
Again, it's like it's however you define yourself because really even the title swingers, there's so many subcategories underneath there, you know.
I also love how they're inventing new terms.
Which one? What's a new term
Oh.
to you?
Well, we started with, everyone knows bi, right?
Right.
Bi curious, bi flexible, bi
Situational.
Now I've heard stuff like
Polyminded.
swinger minded.
Swinger mind. Oh, okay.
Does that mean you think? Can you be swinger minded, meaning you think like a swinger but act like a holy roller? I don't know if that's possible.
I don't get that. Well, even minder, just like
Minded.
something minded.
Well,
you know, I don't get that. You know,
I get it. I get it in the sense of saying, like, if someone's really not into BDSM, but they're BDSM minded, meaning they go kind of towards it, but they don't go. It's one of those. We're defining new terms.
Right.
So people are explaining it. But I hate to go ahead. I haven't looked in a long time. I hate to go ahead and go on FetLife and go down that identity list, because the last time I was in there, it was like 100 long of what you were, and I'm just going, I don't know half of these, but I can imagine what they were, and it was pretty. Yeah.
I know it's like sometimes with like dad, with brat and daddy and puppy and what's the other one, princess and dom.
There's lots of things inside of there.
Yeah, but that's like the kind of the labels that we kind of use per se.
Per se, yes.
Per se, you know.
I get called a daddy dom a lot.
Mm-hmm. And even daddy puppy, you get called
daddy.
That.
It's the gray. The grays come in. And what's worse is, okay, so I went on a trip, and the other person drove that I went with, I accidentally left the bag because I didn't get home till 2 a.m. I don't have my shaver, so I'm missing my.
But you don't moisturize. You have to
moisturize.
No, you have not moisturized that beard because it was like
I moisturized the face. The beard I usually keep short. And I was looking, and I almost went to Target and bought one of the cheap ones. I'm like, no, if I'm doing this, I'm getting the Manscaped shit. That stuff works.
Yeah. But the problem is he was going down on me the other day, and it was just like, ow, 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 you know, and I was tickling and move. It was just like, ah.
So I need to know from other
bearded
non-smooth men out there. No, because you do it. Okay. I'm going to skip a little around, but Saturday night we had a wonderful intimate session where I pounded you for a good over 60 minutes.
A good hour or something
at
like that.
At least. You just get that right groove, a little medicine. Play. Everything works. You were getting pounded. And what was your biggest complaint? The hair is making me itchy. I'm like, it's shaved, but the hair on my thighs after pounding you for.
Yeah. Keep going. It's
I'm reading.
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay. I'm allowed to look.
Yeah, but the problem is you're like in the middle of the story, and then you stop it, and then you're supposed to finish
your biggest
the story.
thing was that you keep complaining about your butt being itchy as I pound you.
It wasn't my butt. It was like my thighs and my butt. It's like just the way he was like pounding me and like there. Yes, husband uses Manscaped and love it. It's fantastic because it's like all those little things. But I also tell him to moisturize it, you know, to put like beard oil or you have to understand his skincare budget is far exceeded my skincare budget. Okay. I am lucky that I only buy makeup from MAC. That's where I buy my makeup, and I only buy it once a year. And yes, grant you, it's like maybe like 100, 150 that I spend, but it's once a year. His is per month.
No, it's not that much per month. I stock up, and I usually get shit from like
Origins.
Where's the cheap place we get it from?
Well, I hunt down Ross, Marshall, Home Goods.
Home Goods. No, Marshalls.
Yeah, Marshalls.
You go to Marshalls and you go on the right day, you can get $100 at Origins. Marshalls, $19.95. Here you go.
No, 30. Okay, if it's 100, it's $30. Okay,
The point is, okay, all my life I had acne. I work hard on my skin, and now in a few months I'm going to be 50. I look pretty.
1 month.
You got to shorten it. I said a few months. Now we're down to 1. As we get up to, you're going to be like, hey, old. No, I can't call you old man for another 2 days.
I already called you old man. Anyways,
No. The older man is an older man.
Yeah, cradle robber. Anyways, continue with your skincare.
The point is, I've also, at almost 50 now, started doing modeling, believe it or not, mostly fetish modeling.
Mm-hmm.
And I take care of myself. I do tea tree oil. I make sure I have no acne or blemishes. Yes, I go through all that. And when I was at a conference, an expo last weekend. I'm always self-conscious because growing up, I was fat. I am over 100 pounds down from my max, and it took me 20 years to do it, but I am way down. Mm-hmm. I took my shirt off. I had a harness on. I had someone, one of the people I work with went, why don't you fucking start with that? We have a lot more people at the tent. I'm like, me? It still doesn't get in my mind.
He doesn't. He still has fat kid syndrome. So.
I have like half a 6-pack. Not to say there's 3, but they're not showing enough to be a 6-pack,
right,
but they're popping through.
Yeah, okay. Someone says her husband has Viking Revolution beard and shampoo conditioner. Ooh, set from Amazon Tea Tree Scent. I have to try that for him. See, as you notice, I have to try it for him because I'm the one who reaps the benefits. Okay, makes them soft and smells awesome. Thank you, Louisiana couple. Yeah.
Ooh, I love Louisiana, by the way.
Yeah, we do.
We need to go to New Orleans again.
We do. It's like Halloween, and I need to go to Halloween. I miss Halloween there now. But anyways, but yeah, it's just, he still has fat boy syndrome. And it's the honest truth, because it's just like, I'm the one who encourages him. I'm the one who buys. And I mean, it's like, if you get some of these harnesses, they're not cheap. These harnesses are not cheap. And to me, he's worth the investment.
Should I take a picture? Should I show a picture?
You could try to show a picture.
I'm going to show a picture of what I look like.
Let's see how
I'm down there.
While you're down there on that stuff.
But I have one more thing to talk about before we go on. And that is, you get this in your head growing up. But one thing I'm finding out that's affecting straight men everywhere. Yeah. We don't know whether our dick is big or not because we watch porn. And according to porn, we all have small dicks. Am I small?
No.
For years, you're telling me no.
No,
it wasn't until I actually, get in the swinger lifestyle, you start looking around, you're like, fuck, I am actually pretty big.
He's nice and juicy and meaty. And then he started pumping and then doing the dick pump. Yes. Auto popping. Yes. And it does plump when he gets juicier. So if he doesn't consistently, I can tell the difference when he's pumping or not pumping. So that also helps. But again, straight men don't go and compare. Gay guys do, because there's the bathhouses and everything else. But, again, straight guys don't do it. But I think even the swinger lifestyle, when we're out there, yeah, we do kind of go and compare and things like that.
You get to see shit like that.
Right. But, at least I'm one of those women that are well talented. If you give me a blindfold and do oral on some guys, I could tell which one is my man.
You're dying to play that game, aren't you?
I haven't.
Okay.
How do you become bigger? Okay. So we have a penis pump from LA Pump.
LA Pump.
LA Pump. We actually have a video also on our YouTube channel giving a review on it, and it is pumping. And we do explain how to do the pumping and how to gradually go up. It's not something like you could go and work out for an hour and it's like, whoa. It's like it gradually over time. And again, is what is considered big? All depends what is considered big in your definition. I mean, the average size penis is what, 5.4?
Believe it or not, yes. The average penis is like 5.4 or 5.5 inches long. Average. Porn starts, usually the minimum is at 7. And they go up to, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show this. Let's see if you can see this. This is how I got to spend. I'll put it over there first. Is it coming through? Basically standing there. I'm trying to get the glare off of there.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Unfortunately, glare. And I'll probably put it on our, I don't know if our TikTok or on our YouTube. We'll put it on YouTube there. How do you start the measurements? A tape, right? I know one condom has the measurements. in regards to it.
There's girth and then there's length.
Like,
Okay, people cheat. People love cheating their ass off. Most people will go ahead and the way I think it's normally done, I've seen, is you do the top. So you can see there a definition where the penis meets the body. If you do the bottom, you can cheat and add like a half an inch because you're like, oh no, we're moving that. No, those are called testicles. You stop higher up. So usually it's the top of the penis.
No, how do you make your balls bigger? I've always had little balls. Oh, how do we do it? Someone says punch them. No, that is not the correct answer. Naughty. I know that's a fetish, but no, that does not make it
in my
bigger.
mind. I just saw it and like that sound effect from a Nintendo game.
No, it's not a Super Mario Bros. It's like, eep. At least it works for a while. It's like it works, but
That's
it's not a
swelling.
healthy.
It's not happy.
It's not, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy. It might work, but it's not healthy. We believe in health and wealth, and it's like, it's mind, body, and spirit. That's what we believe. So, anyways,
I want to go back for a moment.
Okay.
Testicles, I don't know about. There are people who will do scrotum pumping, which does not affect the testicles at all. I do not. The testicles themselves, how to get them bigger? No clue. As far as I know, they can get smaller if you do bad substances. I know that part, not firsthand. But I want to go back just to the pumping part of it. Just be careful. You can pump too much, too quickly, too long, and rupture the capillaries, which is not something you want to do. However, if you be patient, and I mean, we did this with a hormone doctor. You have to do it 3 to 4 times a week, and you build it up. So in the beginning, you're doing it for like 5 minutes, and just forget it. You're done. Your body has to get accustomed to this. But what it does is you're getting more blood being pulled into the penis. How an erection works is completely blood-based. Basically, and it sounds weird, when you get aroused, there is a, what do you call it? It's not a muscle, but basically, this relaxes. It lets more blood into the penis and less blood out of the penis. Basically, it's like a balloon. You're blowing into it, and then you're closing the parts where the air comes back out. What does it do? It gets big and stiff. Same thing with a penis. It gets erect. So what you're doing is by creating that negative pressure, you're pulling more blood in. So it's getting those capillaries and those, again, the arteries, a little more blood flow in there, but it's not a one and done. It's something you will notice a difference in a few weeks after doing it 3 or 4 times a week. And if you stop a week or 2 later, you will start seeing it go back to normal. Some say they've gotten an inch on it because of doing it. I like just the way it looks when I do it.
Right. It is.
You like that too.
It is definitely like a workout, like a muscle. Like, so you stop working out, your muscles do shrink. And then when you start working out again, it's like you got to start from square one and build a way up. So it is trying to do consistently working out there. I know I have been lazy on my workouts. So I got to get back on it, especially yoga, because yoga is very important in your sex life. You need to have that flexibility.
Well, she's also slacked on the fact that as we're testing everything out, they gave us a vulva pump, which pulls all that nice and blood into the whole vulva area. Your lips like plump up. Yeah, they plump when you cook them. However, that also increases the sensitivity, which means I went over to her little kitty and went, and she trembled and almost kicked me, and it was fun.
Yeah.
You would never do it again, would you?
No. It's super sensitive there. So I just said your average, the 5.4. And it's like, I think that's what we measured.
I know what I am.
Oh, what are you?
How long have you been married to me?
I forgot the measurement. I thought it was average. Just like, sorry.
You kept telling me.
It looks like Pablo.
No, it doesn't.
It don't look like Pablo?
I'm honestly like 7 1/4.
Okay, fine. He's 7 1/4. There you go. I was wrong. My bad.
Not that I'm offended. I just thought being what we do, my wife would know the size, but numbers just an age. No, wait, it is. So, anyway.
If you have any questions or anything else that you'd like to know, feel free to drop them in the comments. We're always welcome to answer the questions. We're always open. I mean, we're pretty much open and out there as much as possible, to be honest there. I mean, we teach classes, we coach, we do workshops. We like to do this once a week, the podcast, and give people information on who we are, what we do, and, be out there. So we also have another sponsor, which is Fairvilla. You.
I messed that one up. I switched them here, so.
Yes, switch to ticker too. It's like the ticker is on there.
All right,
We're like whole new things. Thank you. When are you on? We are on every Monday night on SDC YouTube, Facebook Live, and at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You could always catch the replays on our YouTube channel and also SDC on our videos there. We are everywhere as Sex Positive Me on social medias, our websites where you could book kind of coaching, workshops, webinars, like I said. We just did a class last week at Fairvilla because Fairvilla University strives to provide a judgment-free learning experience where every student has the opportunity to learn about sexual health and wellness.
I love when you go into reading mode.
Yeah.
I do. I absolutely do. Basically, we try to let everyone know judgment, but I'm playing with you. Judgment-wise, there is none from us. We've had people say, I'm thinking about giving a blowjob for the first time, and they were in their 50s, all the way up to, yeah, last week we had a bloodletting. And I'm like, oh, okay. No, you'll never get judgment from us.
Yeah, it's like, it took me a while during my coaching practice, especially when I was going through my certifications. Like my teacher, my mentor, she was on my case. It's like, Angelique, poker face. I'm like, It's like, no, you could do it here in class, but when you're in a client, it's like, okay, yeah, it's like, you should be surprised on everything that we do here or there. Okay, go for it. You have a question, throw it at us. We're here to like entertain and teach there on everything.
Well, while they're doing that, I'm going to say we did
a meet and greet this weekend, which was very interesting. Why do you have the previous
I'm going
sponsor?
back to Tom. Well, okay. No, I switched them, so now it's continuing on that.
Okay, fine. So we did a meet and greet at Hell at the Moon. It was a brand new one to us that we went to. And usually when we go to like a specific swingers meet and greet, we expect, people, and we expect like the host to be a couple and not make up excuses on why there's not a couple and why there's nobody else. How does a lady clean herself in order to do anal? Everybody cleans themselves the same way. It doesn't matter male, female, or alien. They all do the same thing.
May I?
You may. This is your expertise.
Yes. Anal is my expertise. I thought sounding was.
That's it.
I'm apparently an expert in many things.
You're the expert on the fetish stuff because technically anal does fall under fetish. Technically.
Unless you're in Amsterdam. Okay.
Anyways, continue.
So, cleaning out for anal. First things first, you probably will think about going and getting an enema from the store, which contains saline, which is the absolutely worst thing you can put inside you because saline contains salt. And what happens when you put salt on a snail? So what happens to your insides when you put salt in? It compresses it. Now that gets the poop out, but you also want to relax your insides so you actually enjoy it instead of crushing shit. And yeah, so lukewarm water, again, not too hot, but again, what happens when you put cold water on something? You chill. Your insides do the same thing. You want to go ahead and just put some lukewarm water, nothing that's going to burn. Don't push it too much. Your insides will loosen up. You can get a reusable enema, which is what I would recommend. If you want to do, or if you're into more extreme stuff like anal fisting or deep play, you may want to go ahead and get a shower attachment. Either way, my recommendation is usually, okay, so if you're having, let's just say you're definitely having anal sex tonight around 9 o'clock. In the morning, go ahead and clear out. That'll get things going. I'd probably do it again maybe 2 hours before, and then a light one an hour before, just to get the rest of it out.
And also be mindful of the foods that you eat during the day, and especially if you're going to have anal sex, be mindful of the foods that you're eating. So you want something that's soluble.
Believe it or not, everyone thinks about, I'm going to eat like nuts and berries, and don't. Berries are okay, nuts are bad. You want to eat fibrous foods. During the day, if you eat something like apples is what I actually will eat. It'll keep things higher up. Apples will take longer to pass. Do not go to McDonald's on the day or the night before. You're going to go ahead and do it, depending on, everyone knows their own digestive system better. Some people, when I was working out and doing CrossFit, I ate something and within 2 hours it was out of my body. But then again, I was eating like 4,500 calories a day and losing weight. You know your body. Don't eat greasy foods. Don't go ahead and grease the speed track and then expect to go ahead and race on it. It'll just move things. It makes things bad. Beyond that, use lube. Whatever lube you want, whatever's good for you. I like to sometimes use a mix of sometimes silicone, sometimes water. Water is very nice as far as lube to play with, but let's see if it is. What is your colon? What is the primary use of your colon? It's to get rid of the water before you get rid of the poop. So when you put water-based lube up there, your body is immediately trying to suck the water out of it. So you have to reapply. I won't say a lot, but you will have to reapply. Silicone will last longer, 3-4 times longer. Otherwise, beyond that, enjoy it. And what I will say is, if you do encounter poop, I do go ahead and make sure I have towels handy. Don't do it on the super expensive silk sheets, or put a towel down. And if it happens, go clean up. If it's clean, go right back to do it. Enjoy.
Also, you could do so like towels or
Rubber sheets.
The rubber sheets, the doggy training pads. You could do that, so that way you could clean up the mess and kind of toss it out if you want to. Like also the rubber sheets are also great in regards to that. So then someone mentioned, sir, maybe a thought for you, let her finish her sentence instead of taking over the conversation nonstop. What I can observe here in a few minutes watching, I'm like, yeah, it's part of our relations dynamics.
We go back and forth. She does it to me too.
Yeah, I do it back. Yes, we are swingers as well. Like I said, we have a whole bunch of lists of it. So it is like, again, what our relationship dynamics are, it is different. And yes, for some people it could be cringeworthy, but for us, this is what works. Our banters are, jumping back and forth, or even sometimes finishing each other's sentences. So that's who we are on that aspect. Cool. Did we answer your question? That's always our big thing. We always want to make sure that we are giving the responses that cool. Yes. On that.
Cheers. Now here's the thing. You will also, of course, ask other people.
Yep.
We usually go with the consensus. We have gone as far as we worked with a doctor for 3 years, a hormone doctor, and got him a lot of questions. And the one thing I was surprised about is in medical school, doctors actually get about 4 hours of training on sex. And there were times I would ask the doctor, and again, he's in hormone and sexual wellness. He'd go, no one's ever asked me that question before. And he'd go and research it and come back and give me a medical opinion. And he'd go to a few different doctors. But the average MD doesn't really have training on sex. So when you go to your doctor and say, I'm having trouble with erection, Viagra. But that's what basically what the drugstores tell them to do.
Right. Can do. But
where are we going?
Oh, we didn't finish up with the meet and greet. How it was just like we were just there. It was interesting to say the least. The Howl at the Moon. It was a Saturday night, and I guess the normal musicians were on vacation because they gave us the C team. And when we say the C team, a lot of people were like just exiting out of the event there. But we just kind of sad because usually Howl at the Moon is like, it's a dueling piano bar. Sometimes they'll add musicians, and it was bad. But also the meet and greet was bad because I was the only girl.
Oh, yeah.
When we showed up, it was like we showed up as a couple. We were expecting to find other couples because it was a swingers meet and greet. And we saw the male host and another single male who, by the way, was there with his shirt open. And I'm like, not a good first impression.
He was going for a different crowd.
Yeah, but
he was a lot younger.
He was a lot younger, but the thing is, it's like when you go there, what do you call it? It's just etiquette. When you go to a meet and greet, please do that.
Well, we've all done it. We've all started and didn't know how to act or what to do. And but it just.
But it doesn't matter. Do you show up for a first date like that? Like having, even in my 20s, I expected someone to look presentable, not just like, hey.
Well, you have a a high amount of class. I know that. You've always shown that.
Right.
But, oh, come on. I'm with you. It just wasn't something.
It's just, you always want to make a good first impression. I don't care if it's a meet and greet or a party, you want to make a good first impression. And also for the women, this goes for guys and girls. I don't care. I want people to make a good first impression. I know we're all there to one reason only, DTF. We all know what that means. We all
Except
know.
for that couple we spent an hour with.
Oh God, don't remind me.
Yes, we are all there to eventually.
Yes,
fuck.
that's what I said DTF. I just, instead of saying that, I said down to fuck. That's what DTF means. So
I knew that. I just wanted to be explicit.
Facebook, YouTube. I was trying to make sure that we don't get banned.
Oh, we get.
As we try to keep the show classy and educational. As I said, we try.
Educational.
Educational. I didn't, and it's just, maybe there's people that might be their sort of thing that they are attracted to, like, hey, and I'm just like, I know it's Florida, I know you're hot, but it's like, maybe later on, I would love to see you with your shirt open, but if that's your first impression, no. And same with the ladies, if they're just showing off the goodies right off the top, I'm like, no. I would like to have a conversation. I would like to know if we're compatible, because it's also learning your boundaries, learning your rules, learning what everyone likes to do, not just automatically go and attack, which we've had situations like that, which I need to get back to working out, because I actually had one person, it was a girl. She literally went, and I kept saying no. She just would not stop. And next thing you know, luckily at that time, I had the leg strength, and I flipped that girl.
You nutcrackered her and threw her.
I did. I was like, I said no. And it's like, you got her. No is no matter what,
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, I just dislike that, because, you're a girl, you like girls. And it's like, if I am having a conversation with someone and I say no, please respect that. Don't make me throw you down.
However, you do have a type. And I'm going to say usually it's older.
Yes.
So I'm all over the place. I like women, period. But you definitely lean towards the older, or at least older looking. The fact that I'm only 2 years older, as you said in the beginning, was one of those, I don't know if I can do that. That's not enough. That's not enough of a difference. But somehow I made the call. I made the grade. So, but yeah, it just, so we did that. We did the meet and greet. The C team didn't work. And what we understand is apparently a lot of the regulars were taking a vacation that week. So the bar staff took a vacation that week. So now we have a whole bunch of new people with a whole bunch of new people on stage, so they don't know how bad it is.
Right, in Kennedale. So, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that we were leaving next week to go to Vegas for ASN, we would have jumped over to Jelly Roll. So that's normally our favorite place to go hang out for dueling pianos and sing-alongs and things like that. But yeah, next week we'll be at Las Vegas. We are going for the ASN Magazine Awards.
Will we be back to broadcast?
It's the 6th, so I have to double check our flight to see where we're traveling and everything for us. So that's the thing, because we are flying back on the 7th.
Which hopefully we will be back in time.
And hopefully we'll be back in time, or we'll figure out where we're broadcasting, because we're flying Delta and we have access
from Delta Airlines.
Yes, exactly, and then we have the Delta Lounge. So yes, I love that. I love our Delta Lounge privilege there. So we'll be there, the 2nd through the 7th, so Wednesday. on that, and we'll be wearing a white dress. We have to get a suit for you for the award ceremony.
Tux.
A tux. We have to rent you a tux. I got a nice formal dress, which is fantastic on that.
You'll be wearing a rope dress.
I'll be wearing a rope dress there for the white night, the white party, which we still have to like practice and do that. So we'll be doing that. But we'll see how much fun and adventures we'll have in Vegas. So that's the best part. So one thing that we're excited, it's going to be a whole bunch of our friends there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to meet new people too, because they're having the awards for the ASN magazine. So, and they have all different categories and types and things. So it should be interesting in that aspect. And what else?
Well, we got the ASN awards.
Mm-hmm.
And someone, actually, I said I was going, and it dawned on me, we're going to be in Vegas in August.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go outdoors. That thing's going to get hot.
Yes.
So again, no to little clothes, lots of kink shit. That's our baggage. And then we come back.
Yeah.
Monday. What do we do Thursday?
Thursday we're down in Tampa. I still don't know where we're staying because we don't have a hotel.
I will find a place because we are going to FetCon because I have several shoots booked.
Yes, you do. You do have several shoots. And I'm like, okay, where's the homeless like date night with the Luna staying at?
So we have friends in Tampa that we will be calling to hook us up with. Can we stay at your place? We'll be coming, going any.
They have cats. They have cats. All our friends in
I'm
Tampa
trying to make
have
new friends.
Cats. Okay, yes, we have to have cat-friendly, catless, friends there.
And the thing is, look, we're not a hotel snob. We got to get above the Red Roof Inn, of course. We don't want to check in and find that body chalk outline just slightly, vacuumed over. But I want something close by because we're going to be going in and out of there. It is a hotel takeover.
Right.
And we've been going 10 years to that at least.
Yeah, as long as we've been together, honestly.
And we have a great story about that, though.
Which one? We have several.
The one where it started Saturday,
Yeah.
long time ago. Now it starts Thursday. It started Saturday.
No, Friday night. It was a Friday night.
So, because remember at the end of it, maybe it was Thursday, the bars at the hotels that all the locals go to, and it's downtown at the time, so it was all the suits, the bankers, the investors, and then you get we're setting up for the kink conference, all let out, because we had to set up and they closed the area. And there was this line just right down the middle. And this side was suits, and this side was all
kinksters
out. And we had leather corsets, hair done up, whips, the whole bit.
Every fetish type possible, latex, things like that. So that's
there
why.
Was, and just staring at each other.
Yeah. So now it's an official hotel takeover. So it's like trying to get reservations. You got to book it like as soon as the window opens, and we missed out that window.
I'm marked as talent, but I don't have a hotel room.
Yes, exactly. Because we were supposed to book it the minute we got you as talent there. But that's okay. We'll work on that. So those adventures are going to be kind of interesting, to say the least, for talent there. But today is also July 24th, International BDSM Day. Yay! So that's why we're talking like all the fun fetish and things over at FetCon and things like that. What else do we have to cover? I think we covered everything. Well, I mean, we kind of talked about the other swingers on their TikTok there, but it's just like we want to get on TikTok, but it's like we also want to provide educational and resources. And it's like, yes, we know we're going to get trolls and what have you, but at the same time, we always are very mindful of like how we present this lifestyle. Because a lot of people are very anti-open relationships, alternative relationships, period.
The amount of crap they were getting, these people about you don't know the definition of love, and it's like one of those, you guys are just mean, judgmental troll. That's why we love SDC so much better. We go on there, you guys are great. You already know, you already are DTF, so we're all good. These people are just plain mean.
Yeah. It is, but we like to build a community. We like to share resources. We like to say, hey, if we don't know the answer, we'll give it to somebody else. But we try not to contradict ourselves very often in regards to conversation on who we are, what we're doing, what's going on. Because, like I said, there's so many different ways to have loving, healthy relationships. And whatever it is, consensual, what you're negotiated, what you feel comfortable with, what your boundaries are, what your choice of activities. It's like we're not like racist or discriminate, things like that. I know what I like, I know what I enjoy, because I know for many years ago, people just kept saying, "Oh, you're not bisexual because you won't go down on a girl." I'm like, wrong. That is not the definition of bisexual.
My answer to that was, so if a woman doesn't give head, and believe it or not, they do exist.
They do exist.
They do exist. I've encountered them.
Yeah.
Does that mean they're not straight?
I don't know.
And that really confused them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just means you don't give head.
You don't give head.
Do what you want.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, I still find women appealing, sexually attractive. I will play, I will kiss, I'll make out, I'll do every other thing except, go down. I mean, I'll use a toy on them. But again, what your activity choice does not, dictates your sexual, is it orientation or preference, attraction, preference, So it is like, don't be like telling people what they are when they know who they are.
Well, we've always had a problem with labels in the sense that a label is just what we say so other people can understand us without having a 30-minute conversation or longer.
Right.
I'm a swinger. Well, you kind of know about what we do, but you don't know all the details.
Right.
It's a grouping. And some people think, oh, you're in this box, you must identify to this box. And I'm like, fuck that.
Right. And then also like in swingers. So if you're a swinger, that means you have to have sex with another couple. You have to have sex in the same room. You have to have, no, it's whatever we define what swinger is to us. But I mean, the basic interpretation of swingers is having sex with multiple partners or other partners. That's basically what the, flatline, baseline definition of a swinger is. It doesn't mean, you have hot wifing, so a girl might only prefer dating single guys, or a girl may prefer like having a cuckold relationship, so that her partner's watching her have sex with another partner. And, maybe there's new definitions of cuckolding there. Like my classic understanding, origins is cuckolding, yet that you degrade and humiliate your husband partner while you're having sex with somebody else. But nowadays, cuckolding does not include the humiliation. So that's where I was kind of like, that's new. But again, over the years, definition changes, people change, in regards to what it is. Like even the word queer back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, even up to the 80s, was considered a derogatory slang term. Like everyone thought it was very negative. And nowadays it's like, we're proud, we're queer, and it's now a positive thing. It's no longer derogatory.
Change. We embrace stuff.
It's no longer. So again, working with definitions of vocabulary, it's one of those things, even we teach you, like, words have power. Please understand what are the words you're saying. Ask for clarifications for your partner. You said this, but I understood that. That is always very helpful in regards to that. And please, it's like, if we say that we don't want to play with single guys, it's just our preference. It's our choice, and also if we, don't want to play with a certain person, again, please don't diss us or say it's like, well, why are you, like, that's our personal choice.
May I say something though?
Yes.
We haven't in a while, but we like playing with single guys. We like bringing a bi guy into the group. Everyone's having fun. The problem is there's a lot of single guys on here that have no seriousness about ever meeting up. And the ones that are serious about meeting up, again, we'll put them in the bad group here, are like, all right, I have full control. I do that. And no. Just act normal. Meet us like you're talking to us like a couple. Talk. Best thing for single guys to do is ignore the sex part and just start talking and making friends. And that is the best way to get into us and being invited over to our house. We had one guy we really loved him. He came over. I loved sitting in the couch and just watching you two go at it.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. But again, we went out to dinner. We had great time. We talked over drinks. It wasn't, hi, drop your pants. And no dick pics.
Yeah, no dick pics in there. And it's like, also, it's like my personal choice, no African Americans. That's just me. It's not anything like I could be friends, everything. It's just, I don't know, psychological, I don't know, but that's just my personal preference. Latino guys,
it's a maybe half and half again.
Yeah, it's also slim chance, very slim chance there. Just because, again, just don't know. I've always been, sorry.
But usually for you, it's not even that. It's
yeah.
honestly, usually for you, it's the person.
Yeah.
Because you've met people, you say, I'm not into this. And then you go ahead and talk with them for a while.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's that. Now we do generalize that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have nothing against tall women. I dated a tall woman once, actually dated. Lifting your head, especially when they put high heels on, lifting your head to kiss your woman is something I will never get used to.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for tall women because,
Yeah, and it's like, again, it's our personal choices. It's not that we're discriminating. We're like, it's just, and that's what we respect. And Snooki, it's way too late. Sorry, we're just about to wrap up. Snooki, you're late. Oh no, it's like, oh, how are you? It's like, sorry. It's like, I get distracted. Snooki has been one of our originals, all-timers. He's always here.
It's about a year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half, so close. I know you just got awake. Oh, it's like, I know. And now we're just like going to sign off in like 4 minutes. But so good to see you, Snooki. I know I haven't like responded to your WhatsApp. Sorry. It just gets lost there sometimes because my WhatsApp gets kind of crazy on that. So on that. But again, it's like, be who you are, who you want. And if people don't understand, that's on them. But as long as you're authentic and you communicate and you're not disrespectful and don't say it in such a negative way that, hey, sorry, it's like, we try to build community because we're already outcast from the rest of the world. It's like, give me a break here. It's like, how often, like we were watching those TikTok responses. And I'm just like, oh my God, and the holy rollers. And what it really annoys me sometimes, and some of those people, it's like, I know you folks because you're on double list. You're on having affairs and cheating and every other thing. Because look, being a mistress, being a sugar baby, I've seen it. I've done that. And that's like, sometimes I'm like, hypocrite. It's like, I know what you do. I know what you say. And it's just like, oh.
Hey, I know Ted Cruz and DeSantis is fucking someone. And
I want to find that. It's like, I want to find
hell
that.
Yeah.
I still want, maybe I should do some Buddhist. Like, get them out. Get them out. I need them out there.
Just don't judge.
Don't judge us. That's why we're judgment free. If you have any questions or things that you would love us to answer for the next broadcast or even like on social media or any questions, we're always more than happy to help out. We do offer coaching sessions. We offer workshops, private classes, to make sure people are educated. We have plenty of videos on our YouTube channel, which is Sex Positive Me, on our website, research. We have plenty of content out there. Also a podcast, yes. Working on cleaning up some YouTube videos. Work in progress. I'm only one girl. I'm always looking for a submissive baby who could do that, some video editing and get that.
You got to embrace that Dom. She is such a great Dom, but she doesn't like doing it. And I am 98% of the time I am a Dom.
Yes.
And sometimes it's like hard, especially with a brat. I love it. At the same time, it's like, do you want me to fire cup you or not?
I do, Daddy.
I do. Okay, why'd you run away?
Daddy.
Why'd you run away?
It's like, and then I get really bratty when I get like the daddy. But there's been times I've said it in loving care.
Whenever I hear out of nowhere, Daddy, I'm like, oh, yes, baby. That's sort of there's a new Disney purse out from Loungefly.
That's my addiction. Yeah, Loungefly. You really really want to spoil me. Loungefly's purses, especially Disney ones, and then like anything villain, things like that. But It is 8 o'clock. We do have to say goodbye, and we'll see you next week here at Date Night with the Lunas, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to join us. We'll see you next week.
See you next week after.
Bye.
Bye.